Hello and welcome to this webinar. Our topic today is about ELO Analytics. Just quickly before I hand over to my colleague, there are some short important information. As usual, we've muted all of you, but of course you can always ask your questions by entering in the question area of your GoToWebinar control panel. My colleague will of course answer your questions at the end of the presentation. That's now basically all for my part, and we can start with the webinar session. So I hand over to my colleague Edgar Krassel. Welcome, Edgar. It's your turn.
Welcome from Austria. My name is Edgar Krassel, and I will show you today how to create a custom dashboard with ELO Analytics. But first of all, we look at how the amount of data in the company has raised the last few years and how you can analyze those data with ELO. So a survey from IDC in the year 2014 said that the volume of data handled in a company doubles every 2 years. So today we have twice the data volume of 2018, which was twice the data volume of 2016. But the question here is, why does the volume of data in the companies double every 2 years? One reason is that we always get new technology. When we look back 10 years ago, we started to get mobile. Everybody got a smartphone or a tablet where you could create data when you were on the way, and that increased the volume of data in the companies as well. And 2 years later, we started with cloud computing. So space was available, and when I look in my email inbox or the size of my email inbox, then I can see that the size has increased the last 8 years or something, up to a volume which you couldn't think about 8 years ago. So I think mine is now around 6 gig or something, and increases the volume of data in the company as well. 2015, suddenly things started to create data which didn't create data before. So you have some machines, you have some things which now create data, because we started with Internet of Things, and we can communicate with our things in the company which we couldn't do before. And 2 years ago, the digitization and the digital transformation started. So things which weren't available in the digital way before are now digital and increase the volume of data in the company. So on the other hand, we spend 13% of our time in the company for searching information or searching some documents. And it's 13% doesn't sound very much, but when you look at it, when you have a company with 10 employees, then more than 200 hours a month were spent with searching for information. When you have 100 employees, then over 2,000 hours a month were spent by searching some information. And when we look at this example, we have a company which produces some things, the production runs only if the purchasing department takes care of the resources that are needed to keep the production running. So they have purchased the resources, the production can produce some things. On the other hand, we have research and development, which develops new products, which develops new types of products or something, and production has to change every, let's say, 6 months, so that the new product can be produced as well. On top, we have the HR department, which has to take care of the employees, that there are enough employees in the production to produce the products. They have to hire people. They have to manage when the employees get sick. They have to take care of the employees that production can run. And on the right side, we have our shipping department, which takes care of the products to send them to the customers. And between is sales and marketing, so they have to sell the products, and they have to let the people know that there is a new product on the market. And every department in this company produces information. So production department produces some maintenance files or something. The HR department has enough documents about the employees and so on. And those documents are usually stored in the department, or when they are stored not the digital way, they are stored in the file cabinets. When they are stored in the digital way, they are stored on the file server, and so on. So we have orders, we have invoices, we have delivery notes, we have personnel files, and we have maintenance logs, for example. When the company uses a document management system like ELO, then the documents aren't stored only in the digital way, they are stored with some more information. And those information that describe the document a little bit further, they are a huge treasure, because when you have stored your documents in ELO, then you have a buried treasure, because those informations you can analyze now with ELO Analytics. So we have some sort of documents, shipping documents, HR documents, and so on. And with ELO Analytics, we can analyze them. We can, for example, make a sales forecast. We can analyze the orders which are stored in our ELO, and create a sales forecast. How many revenue will I make the next 3 months? We can analyze the email volume, for example, as well, because then we can see how many emails do we get daily and which department gets the most emails in my company. Or we can analyze the knowledge management. So which topics are current? Where do the people ask the most questions? Or where are the brightest sparks? Who answer the most questions? Who write the most articles? And have the greatest ideas or something. Or we can analyze the applications. So what skills do we get, or for what skills do we get the most applications for? And where do we need more applications for, let's say, another department in our company? So this can be done with ELO Analytics. In a real life use case, when we look at the companies, then we see when you get 30 invoices a day, you have 7,200 invoices per year which you receive. And from those 7,200 invoices, there are an average of 270 in the approval process. So that's not a huge number. When you look in the companies, 270 invoices. It's, yeah, maybe you have an overview over this. But when the number of incoming invoices increases, then, for example, when you receive 500 invoices a day, then you have 4,500 invoices in the approval process every day. And this is very difficult to get an overview. But with ELO Analytics, you can create a dashboard where you see or where you get an overview over the invoices in the company, or the invoices which are in the approval process in your company. So in this example, we have 296 invoices which are in the approval process with a net amount around 92,000 euros. The highest invoice is 5,600 euros, average 311 euros. The discount you can receive is 1,800 something euros, and it can the invoices came from 106 vendors. That's the numbers on the top. Then on the left side, you see a heat map which gives you an overview over the state where the invoice is in the approval process and the date when it has to be paid. On the right side, you see the top 10 vendors from our 296 invoices, and down on the lower section of the dashboard, you see a list of the invoices. And when you want to have a deeper look into an invoice, you can select it, and then ELO opens the invoice for you. So how are data stored in ELO? When we look at this example, we create some offers for our customers, and when the employee sends the offer to the customer, then the offer is stored in ELO with some more information. So you can store the information, which customer, which state is the offer, and how much is the order value. In our case, 4,300 euros. And when the employee sends the document to the customer, then the state changes to sent. And maybe you have some more employees who create offers for your customers, and every time an offer is sent to the customer, then the document is stored in ELO and the information is stored here as well. So we could now have a look how many offers did we create the last 3 weeks, and how high is the amount of offers that have been created in the last 3 weeks, which state do they have, and so on. And to do this, we use ELO Analytics, and in only 4 steps you can create a visualization, and the 5th step is to create a dashboard. You start with selecting your data. So you select your data. I want to see every offer in which is stored in ELO. And then you get a table where you have the informations which are stored here, like which customer, which state, and the amount of the offer. Then you can set some filters. You can say, show me only the offers which were created the last 3 weeks, or show me only the offers which run out the next 6 months or something. After this, you can calculate some fields. You can make sum or make an average or something. And the last step is you can create a visualization for this. So with those 4 steps, you create a visualization. And when you want to create a visualization, you have some possibilities. You can create some charts like a horizontal or vertical bar, or a heat map, or a pie. You can show the data, or you can make a metric with some numbers in it. So the total number of offers which are stored in the last 3 weeks or something. And with those information, you can create a dashboard. This dashboard, what you see here, is from a customer in Austria, and he created his dashboard for himself. He wanted to know how many orders did they receive in the last 3 months, or no, wrong, how many orders do they have to make in the next few months. So the upper left section is a horizontal bar which shows him the orders for every single employee. There are 5 employees, and some have to do many orders and some have to do not many orders. On the right side, we see a pie which shows him the overall number of orders that have to be done in the next few weeks. And down here, we see a metric where we can see that there are a total amount of 425 orders that have to be done. And down here is a list where he can have a more detailed look. And that's a dashboard from a customer, as I said, and he made it because he's traveling very much and he wanted to have an overview when he had time. And the one big point with ELO Analytics is that you can open your dashboard not only on your notebook, you can open it on your smartphone or on your tablet as well. And so let's say he's traveling by train and he sits there and wants to get an overview, and he takes his tablet and opens his dashboard. And to access a dashboard, which you or a colleague created for you, you have a tile in your ELO client where you can select the dashboard you want, and then the dashboard opens for you. So what we do now, I'll give you an example on how to create a visualization in ELO Analytics, and how to add it to a dashboard. We want to know, or we want to analyze ELO knowledge. We want to know how many questions are asked, how many ideas were shared, and how many articles were written. We also want to know on which topics the questions, ideas, and articles were posted. And we want to know the views of the or a sum of the views of the posts in a topic. And for this, I'll show you now how to create a visualization for your dashboard. So what we have here is an ELO web client. And in our ELO web client, we have some tiles for dashboards. We have 2 dashboards in here. We have a dashboard which gives us an overview over the documents which were filed in the last few months or weeks or something. Weeks, I think. Well, there are only 3 documents filed in the last few weeks, because this is a, oh, well, nobody works in here. On the right side, on this chart, we see the overview of the documents which were filed in the last, I think, 6 months or something. Here we have a donut where we can see the topics from knowledge. Oh, sorry, no, not the topics, the post types from knowledge. So we have 1 idea, we have 1 article, and we have 1 question, which were created in the last, I think, 3 weeks or something. And here we have a chart on which topics we have the most posts. On the other hand, we have a dashboard for knowledge. And when we select this dashboard, we get a deeper look into our knowledge. We analyzed the data overall, so we didn't set a filter for date or something, and we wanted to know how many articles were written, how many questions were asked, and how many ideas were shared. And on the right side, on the left side, you see a donut where you can see that more than 50% of the post types are articles which were written. Here you have the number of articles which are in ELO knowledge. This 16 articles. We have 6 questions and we have 5 ideas. What we see here is a overview over the most viewed topics. So we see that the HR topic is one of the most viewed, followed by community, FAQ, working time, and when someone gets sick. And here we have the single topics, single posts where we can have a deeper look. So when we now want to know, I'm not interested in articles or ideas, I only want to see the questions which were asked in ELO knowledge, then we can select the question. And what happened now is that we see only our questions down here. You see that the donut has changed. Yes, we selected only questions. We set a filter for our ELO Analytics dashboard. And now we can have a deeper look into one question. And do we have some English questions? Yes. So we select one question and then the question opens in ELO Analytics. So it's not only for getting an overview, you can get a deeper look as well. And when you want to see the overall overview, then you have to delete the filter which you have set. This can be done here by selecting the delete icon. So now we have an overview, an overall overview again. And when we want to change this dashboard, then we have to go to ELO Analytics. So one tile says ELO Analytics, and when we select it, we can customize our dashboard, or we can create new dashboards, we can create new visualizations, and so on. And as I showed you before, first step you have to do is you have to select your data. So this can be done by clicking one of these icons where ELO Analytics provides me some keywording forms which are stored in my ELO. So we could, for example, analyze our candidate pool. We could analyze our posts or something, or visitor documents, and so on. What we did here before was we analyzed our knowledge documents. So we have selected the knowledge documents, which can be seen here in the Discover section of ELO Analytics, where you can open the existing search. And we have here 2 search in here. We have one search with all objects, and we have one search with ELO knowledge documents. When we select this, we get the list of all ELO knowledge documents which are stored in our ELO knowledge. So this, I didn't count it. I think it's many. So here you can set filters as well. Here you could set a filter for show me only the documents which were created in the last 3 weeks or something, and then the search will filter to the posts which were created in the last few weeks. Next step is I want to visualize something, and because we have 2 dashboards in here, we have some visualizations in it. We have some metrics. We have some vertical bars. We have a pie chart, and so on. And now we want to create a visualization for the posts with the topics. So I want to create a horizontal bar chart which shows me how many posts were written to the top 5 topics in ELO knowledge. So we select our horizontal bar, then we could create a new search, or we take a search which was stored before. And for this, I take my ELO knowledge documents search, which I showed you before, the overall overview over the posts. And well, that's my chart, which doesn't say many things. In the first step, it counts the number of posts written in ELO knowledge, and here we can see there are a total of 27 posts stored in ELO knowledge. And when we want to create a more detailed overview, so we want to know on which topic, we have to select a bucket where we can say we want to create a bucket for the x-axis, and the aggregation is terms, because we want to know which topic has the most posts. When you select terms, then you have the possibility, or you have to select a field which provides you the information you want to add to your visualization. And here you can type in the name of the field, or the solution you want to visualize. And I typed in knowledge. As I said, I want to know the topics, and by add topic, we have a metric count here, and we want to see the top 5. We can change the number here as well. So we can say it's top 10 or top 3 or something. And to add this bucket to your visualization, you have to select the button up here. So we now created a visualization for how many articles or how many posts were written for which topic. We didn't set a filter for a date or a date range or something. We could set here a filter as well. So we say, show me only the posts written in the last 3 weeks or something. This could be done here. We don't want to, so it fits for us. And now we have to save our visualization. Let's say it's topics written, no, not topics, posts per topic, posts per topic. And now we save it. And the last step which we have to do is to add the new visualization to our dashboard for knowledge documents. This can be done here. We select our dashboard section, and we have our 2 dashboards in here, dashboard knowledge and the dashboard for the overview. And as I said, I want to add it to my dashboard for knowledge. This is the dashboard. Here I can edit it. Then I can say add, and now I have to search my visualization, posts per topic, which I created now. And here's my visualization. So it's a bar, whoops. So looks nice. So we added the visualization to the dashboard. We now can save it. And when we've saved it, everybody who has the right to see the dashboard sees the new visualization in the dashboard down here. So let's try. That's the dashboard for my knowledge. I have to reload. And after we finished our reloading, then we see the new visualization posts per topic down here. Or did I save it? Let's have a look. I think I didn't save it. Oh, I saved it. No, you have to select save twice. So now it works. Dashboard knowledge, we'll reload it. So when you save it, you can see the new visualization in the dashboard, I hope. Well, it worked. So now we have an additional visualization for how many posts do we have per topic. And when we now select, let's say, our HR topic, then as before, you get the posts for the HR topic, because when you select one section here, then you set automatically a filter. So this was a short presentation on how to create a visualization on ELO Analytics. When you want to create a complete dashboard, then you can add a new dashboard to ELO Analytics as well. This I didn't show you. You can select a new dashboard on the upper right section in ELO Analytics. So the benefits of ELO Analytics. We have state-of-the-art technology. You can analyze and structure a vast amount of data in seconds, and you can create an overview with ELO Analytics, which uses the data stored in your ELO on the fly. So when you select your dashboard, you see actual data. We use integrated data. So when you have ELO in your company, then you can analyze the data stored in there, because we use them for ELO Analytics to analyze them. And you don't need an external BI database for this. You can create custom dashboards for your needs. You can customize them as you need. You can, when the situation changes, you can add a visualization, or you can delete the visualization as well. So you can customize it as you need it, and as you like it. For example, as I said, you can create a dashboard for your sales forecast. You can create a dashboard for HR documents, or when you want to see where do we have the most, which department gets the most emails and so on, you can create it, a visualization and a dashboard with ELO Analytics for this. And so it's a self-service BI tool, which, as I said, can be created for yourself, for your needs, and for the situation you need it. So I'll give you an example. We created a dashboard for ourselves in our ELO, where we can see which topics are asked in the ELO knowledge, or where do we have the most questions on which topic in ELO knowledge when we sit in the home office. So are they more technical questions, or are they more organizational topics, questions, and so on. And we got an overview, how do the people use our tools that we provided them. Do we have to change something in the organization of our home office, or does it work? So, and one benefit is that ELO Analytics comes with standard ELO, so it's some sort of for free, because when you buy ELO Professional or ELO Enterprise, you can use your ELO Analytics as well. So this was a short overview on how to create a dashboard or a visualization in ELO Analytics. And now it's time for some questions, and we have already some questions. I have to read them. One moment. Oops, sorry. My question section jumps. Okay, one question is about the colors of the visualization. Yes, you can have different colors on your visualization, but only for the sub buckets of a bar. So as we saw there, we have I think it was a vertical bar where the offers are in a different state. So one state was red, one was blue, one was yellow, I think. And so you can create a color or different colors for different points. So next question is enable ELO Analytics in the ELO web client. Well, as I said, ELO Analytics comes with ELO, so you can use it with your web client. My personal opinion is that it works better on the ELO web client when you create some dashboards, because it's a little faster there, but in standard you can create dashboards and visualizations and so on in the web client as well. But I think you have to enable it in some way. And ELO Analytics comes with well, next question was if it comes with ELO 11. Yeah, it comes with ELO 11. ELO Analytics is integrated in ELO since I think version 10 or something. So to answer this question, yes, you can create dashboards in your ELO web client with ELO 11 because it's part of ELO since version 10. So one question is it possible to transfer search from a normal search engine to, and where's the rest of the question? Okay, this question is okay. I think it was if you can transfer a search which you created in the ELO iSearch to ELO Analytics. I don't think there's a way where you can transfer the search to ELO Analytics, but maybe someone knows better than me. And the last question, is it possible to analyze workflow data? Yes, you can analyze workflow data. You can analyze on maybe how long does it take that a task is completed, or how long does it take that a workflow is finished or something. Yes, you can analyze the workflow data in ELO Analytics as well. So when there are no more questions, then it's time to thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Edgar, for your great presentation. Now we're at the end of the webinar. Thank you for taking part in this webinar and your attention. Have a nice day and goodbye.